Alright, good afternoon folks, it's 5 to 3. I'm off out on a short ride. I've been to the gym today, so sore from that. Get out of town as quickly as possible because it's the big student move-in weekend and it's very busy around and about today. This is the Ystwyth Trail. Made it out of town now. Everybody's in the queue for Tesco's. It takes me back to when I moved in. Well, all the years at start of each year moving in. So, but once you're through the traffic, you've got no worries. And moan about the traffic here, but there really isn't any at all. I mean, it took me less than 10 minutes to get into this countryside area where I'm on this shared path and then I'll be in the lanes. There was supposed to be thunderstorms today. It did rain overnight a bit. I've went to the gym this morning. New PB on the leg press of 350 kilogram, so I was quite pleased with that. Doing arms and stuff as well. Did my first deadlift, which is an exercise I need to look up the technique of because it doesn't feel very safe. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I think that was about 50 kilogram. So out in the autumn now, I don't know which side these two are going. So a big welcome weekend began on Friday. Today is Saturday and it's got till Sunday, and there'll be students moving in. Some have come before and some will come after, but the majority of the 9 or so thousand come in these 3 days between 10 AM and 4 PM. Yeah, so the gym wasn't noticeably busier, but it will be next week. The leaves are falling now. 21st of September today. And Japanese knotweed smells nice, but chokes all the other plants. Made it to the top of the first climb. It's a bit breezy. I was coming along the lane and there was a guy who said to me, watch out because there's a woman coming out of her drive in the car. So I appreciated that because it turned out it was some old bird texting. She saw me and switched the engine off though, so yeah, she was in her drive. So just watch out for the weekend people. Ooh. And also watch out because they've cut the hedges and might be a bit thorny. Also looking at sunny over Aber has gone in a bit here. It's a really nice view as always over to Pendynas. It's the hospital, National Library and then campus where everyone is moving into. Farmer rolling his ploughed field, well, stubble. Get ready for the winter. There's a few ploughed fields Smells of ploughed fields and hedge trimming. Saw a nice big fungi as well. So it's that time of year. I've passed a horse, well, there's a girl on the horse and the father walking alongside it. Straight round a corner, and there they were, so I had to put the brakes on. So try not to scare them too much. Well, there's 2 black-backed gulls in that field and the rest are herring gulls. 3 over the cows. It's dropped down and then it's sort of flattened, undulating before the descent to Llangwyrafon. Come on. Yeah, nice, aren't you? You can't eat it, it's a glove. You won't like it. You've lost your foot. Boot. Put your... Yeah. Now his friend's grooming him. I'm not giving you any cheese and jam sandwiches. I don't think they'll be good for you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'll see you again. How to get your feet fixed. Alright. Seen some buzzard that was, and I've left the horses and the rain's come down now. It's like a light shower, but it's probably all around except for over there. There they all go. There was probably about 10 times as many as the number I caught. So yeah, working out which way to go. All the way to Tregaron or over to Treventa and Tregaron. I'll go up Treventa, I think. Shorter but hillier. This here is the memorial to the bards, and it does have the names of various poets on it. Edwards, Hopkins, Prosser Rees and Hughes Jones. Mynydd Bach on Treventa. There's the wind farm. Past that gentleman there with the dog earlier. Oh, just here. There's Not really much of a view. Pendinas I can just about see, but there's a shower over that way. I think it's the one which passed me. Nice sunrise that way. And then I think that's Llyn Eiddwen. Farmers Road. No, it's a gorgeous afternoon actually. 4:25. I'm still at Treventer, and I've just found that. That's its unpicked up state that it's in. I just opened a cheese and jam sandwich, so that was lucky. That will be 1/3 of the cost of my washing machine wash later on. This is another traffic jam. So you moan about the towns, but it's actually not that bad. So you get it out in the sticks as well. Interesting to watch. I don't know, it looks like he's moving now. They're sorting it out all in there. Aye. Let's go. And then at the junction, it's right to Tregaron. In Tregaron now. Normally I'm under the Lich Gate because I come in from that way, but this time I've come from up there and now I'm going Ponies Fendergate direction. Probably take the Ystwyth Trail back. Cracking evening though, it's nice. 5:05. I've not noticed that takeaway before. I'll keep an eye out for that if I'm ever here without any food, but usually I'm close enough to have food enough to get back to harbour. I don't know what this place was. Interesting building. Oh, there's a Chinese there as well. Alright. Have a sandwich and crack on. Come back along the Ystwyth Trail next to the lake. It's up quite close to the trail. I've spooked something then. Some bird or sorts or other. It's a nice evening. It's a bit sloppy underfoot, but it's alright. Coming up to the gates and then we're onto the long flat bit all the way to Stradmurig. Cows enjoying the grassy field. Still on the trail. A very long couple of miles straight. I think it's, I'll work it out actually how long it is exactly. It's a bit boggy in that field. This here is roughly the site of the Strata Florida halt on the old railway line that ran from Aberystwyth that way down to Carmarthen, with branch lines off to, I think it went to Cardigan. I definitely know it went to Tregaron. Nice evening sun, but it's only 25 to 6. I remember stopping on the way back from Gower. I photographed that fallen tree there in the sun, and it was, must have been about 8 o'clock, and it was, the sun was still up in the sky. Aberystwyth is 15 miles, and I've done 5 from Tregaron. And then that bridleway takes you to Bontrid Fendigade. Which they've spelt wrong, it's missing a D there. And that says 15 as well. So I think that's wrong. That's the information about the train to Strata Florida. And then that's an old photograph of the train. Oh, the halt was put in 1950 and disposed of in 1965, so it didn't last very long. I can't see where that house is, actually, so I can't place the... Oh, that would be at the house at the end. I'll show it in a minute. So the halt, I think, was actually further on up. And all of this land belonged to the Abbey, and they farmed it and maintained it. That's all the information. And drawings of what they thought it would have looked like. It looks showery. Looks to me like the location of that photograph, with the house above being the one visible, and I presume this smaller cottage, if it was built then, being obscured by the train. The railway line goes off up that way. And here we are. It says a serious flood badly damaged a bridge near Llanilla in 1964 and led to the eventual closure of the line 98 years after its construction. And there's been a severe flood which has caused the collapse of that bit which I've shown previously. It's the old former halt, and then it looks like they've taken some of the track up there already. So we are here. And we're going here. That's the silver birch that grows out of the fence post, and the leaves are turning on it. Looking nice now. And this is a small village of Tynagraig. house. Started to rain. Put my coat on. The big descent's coming up into Crosswood. I'm just going to stand here and steam and decondense. I haven't stopped since I photographed that double rainbow at Tregaron, or Strata Florida, whichever one it was, and then I thought I'd run past that beach that's in the grows out the fence post, but I hadn't, so I filmed it. And I'm on the Eastward Trail now. I think this rain's in for the rest of the ride. That's still there, Lemieux. I don't know, no idea what it is. I think it's some equestrian thing. Have a bite to eat. I never brought the drone because I thought it would rain, and obviously it has turned out to be raining, and it's not waterproof, so it would just be like weight carrying around. I feel quite fit though. I always feel good in the afternoon, evening. 6:15 now, and we'll press on back to Aber. I'm not going to check the mileage until I actually stop the ride. Just leave it on the map page and see. I have no idea what I've done. I'm up on the bridge where I was last week, albeit a bit damper. I know, more overcast. It's nice though. All the way up the river. It's still quite low actually. It's nice and calm and placid. It would be nice to just get a kayak and float down, because you could get in at Abermaga and then you'd have 10 miles all the way back to Aberystwyth, but you'd have to get over that, and undoubtedly there's some others. The rain stopped. So we'll head on alongside the river. It always struck me as a shame that there was no date on this bridge. There's nothing to indicate how old it is. Made of old railway lines. And maybe those... no, they're not sleepers, but that's the stays for it. That's the one I flew the drone into nearly. No, the other one on this side. And that's down by the river. Picture of the wombat. Make an interesting picture actually. Just photographing the sun going down. Sunset at 7:15, and it's already looking like it's going. And that's Llanilla over there. Someone's left a bobble hat, and it's all, yeah, it's all exactly the same. Can't stop. Road closed. Don't go that way. I thought at first that buzzard had caught a mouse, but it hadn't. In so doing of the filming of the buzzard, I've given myself the, well, it's not too bad, tattoo of the fourth cat tat. I think the buzzard thought it had caught the mouse, but, or caught something. It landed with its legs down quite hard, and then it kept looking around. And the sheep aren't bothered at all. The lens needs a clean. Definitely. Just a quick, I've stopped in the middle of a segment that I could normally get a good PR on, but not today. That's hot toddy there, it's beached. A beached yacht, which I went to film with the drone not so long ago. Been a few weeks now, and the council have stuck an order on it to be picked up, but nobody's claimed it yet. And if nobody does, the council will take it away and sell it. I don't know if it's beached or dumped, because it doesn't look saleable unless it drifted loose and has turned up from somewhere. Well, there's 2 sheep in the field now. (7:20), so lovely calm day. Hello, good evening. Made it back. 39.7, 12.2 average. So that's not bad actually. I don't think. After 2 hours in the gym this morning.
I got dog jeans on. Come on, you. Come on.
I was cutting it fine coming back though. No lights on in the town. It was a case of couldn't be bothered because I was nearly back and it wasn't that dark. But the street lights are coming on now, so should have lit up really. Still busy, but not as busy. More students about. But I was happy with that ride after the gym, so yeah, I'll say thanks very much for watching, and until next time, cheerio.